Get in my face. Thank you. All right, earth signs. What do you have for the earth signs? What do you have for the earth signs? Oh, real quick. Hi, it's Lulu. That would be me. Thank you. And I'm going to do the Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. Okay. Spiritual conversation here real briefly. I'm going to do an overview collective, earth sign collective, and then I will do, I'll pull 3 cards, one for each of you at the end. If someone could timestamp it, I would love you a long time. I forgot to say it in a 5 signs video, so I had to ask folks on the front porch and folks in the foyer, cellar, master study, and family room if they would do it. So if they didn't do it, well, one of y'all please do it. You can never ask. Closed mouths don't get fed. Okay. Now then, thank you for your likes, shares, subscribes, and comments. Thank you for your love and support. Thank you. Okay, earth signs. My feet tingling. I'm really liking it. Okay. Y'all got some things to do. If you are a heart-suited woman or man, well, probably a woman, heart-suited women, y'all probably going to be taking things a little too personal. Go on, click off. Go on, click off. Okay. Now then, for the rest of us, let's roll. Any information that you need is in the description box. Okay. All right. What information do you have for my beautiful earth signs, honey? Ooh. Thank you. Okay. 7th chakra, broken heart, patience. I got a lot of spiritual cards. Ooh, child. Even spiritual money. Spiritual money card, the door of value fell under the door to spirit. So let's take our time because I have been doing a lot of talking today. Okay. Also, the 90-day journey to mindfulness is available on my website as well as Amazon.com. I'm excited as per usual. You can use this to become more mindful, present, and aware, to correct your patterns of behavior, but also just to get more familiar with yourself and how you do things and where you are lacking. Because I was listening to a video earlier. Someone was having a TED Talk or something on a podcast, and he was saying when people try to figure out why they can't keep their room clean, he said people will keep on doing the same thing without realizing what the problem is. Like if they have to keep cleaning in the same place, they have to figure out, okay, how does it even get to that point in the first place? So that's kind of like what that will help with, but not necessarily your room. Well, maybe. You never know, right? Because where there's how you do anything is how you do everything, right? All right, so the 7th chakra is here. With the 7th chakra, what I really feel is that many of you may be taking some kind of classes, going to some type of seminars, but also being opened and awakened to a whole new level of divinity, being more aware of what is going to be required of you when it comes to self-discipline, learning your limitations, because the all tied up card is crossing it here. These are crisscross applesauce. We're finna rock with it. Now, the 7th chakra, the book of knowledge, but also opening to the Alaya consciousness. Some of you may have recently opened up that gift or will be opening that gift to be able to read others' past lives. Right? But I also feel that this is a connection to where this may even be a download that is coming in that is going to have you feeling stuck, stagnant, or complacent. Again, you are learning your limitations and setting new standards, new principles. You are learning what to compromise with, what not to, what spirits you should be using or discussing things with, and what not to. This goes for humans and others. It's all spiritual here, but you are being grounded in the knowledge of all here, they say. Many of you are also beginning to awaken to what it is that caused you to have some type of heartbreak. This is you being open to really ready to take care of yourself and making self-care a priority when it comes to how you move about in this human world, right? When you move about in this human world, what you are realizing is what was holding you back and what could be what possibly could be holding you back in the future. So you're taking time out to mend fences, mend and reclaim your power here. and bring a peace of mind into Three of Wands. Bringing in a peace of mind or getting some clarity that is needed for you to move forward with how you go about doing things. And then you have that 9. That broken heart is a 9. And with that being there's something to the effect of maybe some of you are reliving over and over some pain that happened a long time ago, and you're finally ready to release it and let it go. May have come from your grandmother, because I'm rocking, bitch. All right. Now, this is expansion. Many of you are realizing how far you can really go. This has something to do with limits and setting new limitations. And you're dreaming, but maybe you're not dreaming big enough, or maybe you're not seeing things as expansive as you could when it comes to being determined with what it is that you set out for. Many of you are aware, because with this Three of Wands, waiting for something to come in, waiting to receive some type of message, waiting for a package, whatever it is that you are waiting for, the card that comes after that is that patience. Patience is a virtue, I'm telling you. It may feel like you are frozen in time for a second there, but you are still healing. And in that time of healing, you can't receive what it is that you need to receive, or have put your efforts into in the past. You can't receive anything until this one thing is set in stone, which is your new limits, your new principles, your new standards, your new quality of life, a new lifestyle, but also releasing yourself from past hurts, past trauma. It's like some residual energy. You may have been working on it for a while. I can't scoot up because it's a rug right there. You may have been working on it for a while, but now it is passing. It is moving through, moving on, and moving forward. Two of Swords and the Strength card. So that's what I'm saying. During this time where you have to wait for something to come in, during this time where you are waiting for some type of stability, during this time where you are waiting for some type of there's something about maybe a house that your dream home, or there's something to do with you're waiting for something tangible, or you're waiting for something there may have been some type of imbalance here recently, and you're waiting for balance to come in. Whatever balance is to you, it could be finances, it could be something with your spirituality, with this download that's coming in. You're waiting for that because you're getting all this information that has you emotional. You're going back and forth with yourself, trying to figure this and that out. You're having to tell people no when you would usually say yes. There's all types of things like that. So with this Strength card and this Two of Swords, you have to have the courage, the strength to make a decision here, because I'm just saying, before you can get what it is that you seek, or before they can answer the questions that you have asked, you have to make a decision. You cannot come from this confused space, or come from this space of overthinking things. Which direction do I go? What decision do I make? And weighing the pros and cons over and over and over, and just add more pros and more cons as you keep on thinking about it, when it's probably very simple here. I also feel with this imbalance that is coming in and what have you, this is a test of your ability to be obedient. So with this Door of Spirit, you walk into the Door of Spirit after you make a choice, right? Walking into the Door of Spirits give you a huge understanding of yourself and how you operate out in this world as a spiritual being, having a human experience. What I feel with this is that there's going to be a lot of insight that is coming in from your ancestors. There's going to be a lot of insight coming in from your guides. So you want to be open to that. You can sit with your guides and ask some questions. Again, the most simple thing that I could recommend to you is writing out the questions that you have and putting them under your pillow, and having that conversation with your guides before you go to sleep, so that you can receive the information that is that's already available to you, right? With this Door of Spirit, I feel that some of you may even come into this space where you are realizing your spirituality was much more than what you thought it was. Your connection to spirit is much more than what you thought it was. Here's the thing, hostility is crossing the Spirit card. Something is being brought to your attention that you need to go ahead and cut off. Something is being brought to your attention, go ahead and nip it in the bud. I feel like you're going to get some type of insight before someone tries to rally against you, before some type of dispute, argument, or upset happens. I really feel like it is going to be a time where you are going to be receiving all the information that you need, but it's on you if you act on it or wait for it to happen, or if you know that it's going to happen and it's the inevitable, you'll be duly prepared here. I also feel that with this, whatever it is that you are waiting on, someone may have tried to stop you from getting what it is that you is due to you. It's due to you. You're gonna get it. It's due to you. Someone may have been trying to apprehend your path or some shit. What? Moving forward, I'm seeing here that many of you may come into this space. It's gonna flip. Okay. These two, daughter spirit, then all tied up, right? Overthinking things, being more in the ego and not in the spirit, going back and forth with yourself. Again, imbalance, right? Or it may just be that right now you are like, your root chakra is like this. It's trying to balance out, but you need to just take some time out to really do that self-care, make it a priority, right? Reclaim your power and take the steps necessary. Everything doesn't happen overnight, right? But what I'm getting here with this 32 and this 23, right? The 32 is, getting those answers that are needed and having the discipline to make it happen by pulling together your divine masculine and feminine. And what's going to happen there is that there has to be a balance in between those two in order for the masculine needs to allow the feminine to be able to create and come from a very gentle and nurturing space or what have you. Judgment, told you. This is a rebirth or something that needs to be shed, and you are being shown, whether in lucid dreams, you are being shown, whether in synchronicities, you are being shown, whether it's like you are sitting up and meditating and get these visualizations, you're being shown with impressions. Impressions also come like daydreams where you can see glimpses of the future or glimpses of answers, or them damn impressions can even be that you can, like, if you really want to see how something is going on. It's kind of like remote viewing, but not. This is stuff that you need to know on your path, not you being nosy. Okay? Because what you have to pay in your soul for being nosy, that's on you. Do you, baby. Now, this is the inner calling. Your soul is calling for you to make this choice to do the right thing for the right reasons and move forward with this knowledge and information that you have. Hanged man, you got two majors coming in. It's like whatever it is that you have been going through, things are about to be set right. So I hope that you've been doing the right things for the right reasons before, because now things are being set right, whether in your favor or not. Either way, it's in your favor. That's how I feel. These are new perspectives coming in. You have to realize what is it time for you to just let go and release, man? Is it your beliefs? Is it your connection to certain people, places, and situations? What is it that needs to be released in order for you to have a more fulfilling life? In order for you to really step fully into your purpose and do the things that are necessary of you while you are here and got time? Because we really ain't got a lot of time. Now, you're going back and forth with yourself here. They want you to be more assertive so that you don't move into this energy. So you're not moving into this energy. Okay? Because I feel like there's a lot of spiritual stuff going on. Okay? Now, what is this all tied up? Because with this all tied up, I feel as though you get the divine masculine and feminine and you're working on balancing out that root chakra with this integrated energy here. And what's happening is you don't want to make a move because you're afraid to make the wrong move. And what's happening, you're still sitting and being patient and waiting for something to come in, and you're overthinking things, right? Because it feels like with these two moving into this three, the way that it is right here, the choices that need to be made and that judgment call, because this is a rebirth, because you're like a snake shedding old skin, it's time to make some things happen here. It's time. The wait is over. You want to walk into the door of romance? Well, it's here. Right? Some of you may be fearful or had to get over some type of heartbreak so that you can open up this door to romance. Right? This is master number 33. So you want to be more mindful of what it is that you want. Right? You're being patient, but some of you are... Here's the thing. Some of y'all are getting the answers, but you're questioning the damn answers. And you're asking it again in a different way, like you're trying to trick spirit or something. I don't know your life. That's what they say here, child. Yep, look at this. This is Virgo. Here. We got water sign, any sign. Judgment isn't really a sign here. Here. But... there's a window of opportunity coming in here for you. So maybe you are tied up in a situation and ready to get from under the guise of this emperor. This may be your father or a companion or even possibly your job. But with this Nine of Pentacles, I feel like many of you have recently become single, or you are stepping more into your single life. You may have been in a family or around people who pushed relationships on you, or who pushed that you should be doing this and that, this way and the other. And I feel like you are taking time out to really reflect on the luxury of being single for you, right? Falling more in love with the idea of you're okay as an individual here. I really feel like it. You are stepping more and being more confident in your process. Many of you are, there may even be an energy here of waiting for an answer, and the answer is yes. It's time for you to take control. It's time for you to structure your ideas and make things happen. With the Six of Wands, this is going to be a success. This is going to have a positive outcome, door of value. This is going to be something that happens that is going to take care of you for a long time. But here's the thing. When you walk through the door of value, you're going to be wearing the door of value. You're going to be looking like the door of value. You're going to be talking like the door of value. You're going to be... you're going to look like your skin going to be looking like you just walked through the door of value. And what all that is that your light is shining bright, right? So valuing yourself, what is of value to you? What is it that, because I got a lot of confident. You are a confident leader. And over here at the House of Oshun, everyone is a leader in their own right. You have to know what you are a leader of, and you need to work on that and cultivate it, right? Because at the end of the day, if you don't know that you are a leader in your own right, you're going to be a follower for the rest of your life. Don't do that. Now, I am getting here with this Six of Wands. You're going to be triumphant in whatever it is that you have been dwelling on or waiting for. And I feel like that's what this door of value is. With the hostility coming after the door of value, this has to do with some type of argument or a fight. This may be a past love interest. This may be someone that doesn't want you to move on, and they're trying to come in between you and someone else. You may be receiving some type of fucked up text message, email, DM, or what have you. Don't even allow it to get in your energy. Do not embody it. It is not yours. That's just how they feel, and let it go. Because what's happening here is that you have your sword up. So many of you may have some strong air placements up above the rising. So you're ready to cut some shit out. You ready to go ahead and speak your truth about something, whether somebody like it or not. Hold on now. Earth signs. Calm down there, Sally. Now, what is this hostility? Because they walking through the door of value. I don't understand. Queen of Swords. Setting boundaries and being very direct with your communication and letting things be what they are. Trying not to be too cold or stern, but letting folks know that's what that is. And if they decide to disrespect your boundaries, you're going to go ahead and let it be known that no. I also feel like, no, don't do that. I set that boundary for a reason. It's a stern boundary, because you do have people that try to jump. I look at boundaries like walls, right? So, you know, however tall the wall is, right? Depending on the boundary and where it's set and how it's set. So if people get to trying to jump over the wall, Humpty Dumpty had a great fall and cracked his ass. Now, this is Queen of Swords energy, right? So they want you to take a very firm and logical approach to those who come up against you. If this is a air sign that that is coming to try and cross boundaries, trying to say something and like they know everything. Because I feel like if this is someone outside of you, like if this is you taking on this energy, it's rightfully so, right? Defend yourself at all costs if it's worth it. But at the end of the day, I feel like if it's not you, it's someone who is crossing boundaries, right? Because between you and someone else, someone is crossing boundaries, being disrespectful of boundaries. They don't understand that the way that they are communicating is not very social, right? You know how there are people that are like, well, I'm just like that. Well, I know I'm not the first person to tell you, can you work on that? But you know, a lot of times people that say that are stuck in that. Clarify this Queen of Swords for my earth signs. I'm telling you, you are the Empress, and this Queen of Swords is hostile towards you. I feel like whatever this energy that you are embodying as an Empress, because hostility comes after this. After you begin to be looking out, maybe you ovulate to something for the ladies. Maybe y'all ovulating and looking like, because when you ovulate, you be looking like a Monty. You look like love. You look like happiness. You look like everything you touch turns to gold. You are the fertile mother. You know, people bring you things and you just, you know, it just grows and just, what is, woo. You doing it. So I feel like it's the Queen of Swords versus the Empress right here. A kind-hearted person versus someone who thinks that they know everything. A kind-hearted person versus someone who is trying to tell them how to use their gifts or how to do certain things here. Because when with that direct communication, the first thing that came to mind was about how you communicate with spirit. That's the thing. You have to learn how you communicate with spirit. Everyone does not communicate the same way. You could be trained up to help hone your gifts, but at the end of the day, everyone does not communicate the same way because everyone did not come here to do the same, run the same play. Everyone doesn't communicate the same way because everyone doesn't run the same play. All right. So one more card for this hostility because we don't need it. Moving forward, the Chariot. There is success. There is being assertive with your approach and just letting things be where they are. There's a lot of willpower. There's a lot of speed. Some of you may even be taking some type of trip, or you got a car that you were waiting for, or got some type of transportation that you were waiting to receive. You can receive the money for it, or a promotion, or what have you. But at the end of the day, anytime you level up, there's always going to be something that comes to try and destroy, attack, or deter. So I wouldn't even worry about it. I wouldn't worry about it. Y'all know how things, y'all know I know. Now, with the sixth chakra here, this is stabilizing that the way that you process and see things. This is stabilizing how you are going to use this in the future. This is 40, and that 40 is really telling me, well, maybe some of you are 40, but that 40 is telling me that there is something that is going to be set in stone here. Excuse me. Something is going to be set in stone here when it comes to your vision. Apathy, resistance, reevaluation. Right? You're going to see where someone may have taken you for advantage with this Four of Cups and you don't want no more. You are in this space of, no, I'm just going to sit here and figure out what I want. I feel like it's something like Goldilocks. Wasn't that Goldilocks that went to all them folks' house eating their porridge and laying up in their beds and shit? It's kind of like that. Just not as disrespectful. That was kind of disrespectful if you think about it. She coming over there and leaving her out in the sink and shit. This porridge is too cold. Bitch, you can't be eating out all them bowls. That's what a microwave for. This bed is too hard. This bed is just right. Bitch, get a duvet. Move up. So I'm seeing here where you are really going to be in a space where, no, you're not allowing people in to take advantage of you. Yeah. Temptation, the devil card. You saying no to some of your old patterns. You're saying no to things that are attached to your old patterns. You're saying no because you know what it's going to lead to. You know what it's going to lead to. Someone wants to sign some type of deal here. I also feel that you're going to meet someone who's more cooperative. You may meet another earth sign or someone with strong earth placements, and it's going to be the opportunity to have some type of travel, the opportunity to have freedom. This is the world card. Growth, expansion, seeing the bigger picture from a, you know what I'm saying? The world is your oyster. Where's your oyster life at, bitch? You know how it go. You know what I mean? But this is someone coming in to offer you success. Someone coming in that is going to help you fulfill your fucking vision. And it's not somebody coming in with this shit. These are two different energies, right? So do what you need to and how you need to. Because ain't nobody else going to do it but you. All right, let me pull one card for each one of you. Give me one card for Virgo. Give me one card for my Virgos. All right, something happened out of nowhere. There was a faulty foundation, so now it's time for you to rebuild, and you're rebuilding where you need to and how you need to here. Whatever question that you have, it's a no. It's not time. It won't happen. Whatever your Mars is in, it may have something to do with the planets, how the planets are moving right now for it, and something can't happen. If it feels like you can't get your footing or get things off the ground, it's because of this tower moment here. There may be a lot of things happening around you. If not, it may just be that there's a lot happening in your brain that is making it where this may be self-sabotage, you see. What is this tower, honey? Justice, I'm telling you. So at the end of the day, when it's time to do things, that's when you will do it here. I feel as though there may even be some type of truth coming to surface between you and a person that you like. This may be someone you work with or working on things with, and there's some type of truth that is coming into effect. The laws of cause and effect are very strong right there. So what I'm really getting here is that when it's time for you to get what it is that you deserve and desire, it's going to happen. When it's time for you to reap the rewards of whatever it is that you are working on or working toward, it is going to happen. This Justice card is saying yes, right? There may be some things that were shattered in law or something to do with a contract here. And I'm saying that once you realize what needs to happen and how it needs to happen, you're going to move into this mental clarity. Some of you are going through a rite of passage with all these majors. Well, with those majors, this is a major. Tower, Justice, Hanged Man. And then you have the Six of Swords here on the side. So what I'm getting here is that there's some type of transitioning period that you are going through. It may feel a little rough, but you will be okay. That may have to do with that all tied up card that you received as well. But what I'm getting here is that it's time for you to let go of something. That mental clarity that is coming through, that rite of passage that you went through, that leveling up that you went through spiritually or physically or energetically, whatever. I just feel like whoever it is that needs to be convinced, some of you needed more information to get something to go your way, and it finally worked out. Now you are moving on to new adventures and new ways of doing things, using this new way of communicating, this new knowledge that you have now that you have gone through it, because you grew through it, right? So we grow through it, and things don't happen to us. It happens for us. So the Hanged Man comes in, which is giving that water sign energy here. So some of you may be even feeling the things that you have gone through and seeing how that relates or how that connects to other things that have gone on in your life, so that you'll better be able to identify when you see it later on. Because I feel as though your gift is about feeling, and how you feel about certain things is your intuition, or one of your major gifts when it comes to how you are dealing with people out here in the world. Because you have to probably protect yourself a different way than the rest of us. You may be in a space where you're trying to figure out, look at things from a different perspective, but it's all in the feelings, right? You've made a lot of sacrifices. You probably made a lot of sacrifices for this Queen of Swords here. But there's some type of energy that's coming in, again, where you are realizing what type of boundaries you need to set, how you need to tell people what and how. Drama, tragedy, betrayal. I'm telling you, you got to, whoever this is, whatever this is that you recently went through, you're going to have to figure out how to deal with it in the future. Right? Because I see movement, I see immediate action, I see fast-paced change once you make up your mind. Because someone is overly dramatic and they just keep on popping up, like overly dramatic to where it's draining you. It's possibly part of why you had that sudden ending, right? Whoever this is that you cut off, you had to cut them slap off, no ifs, ands, or buts, and had to wait. Because it seems like you always had to try and convince this person that you don't fuck with them. And I feel like you may be making this change or going towards your goals or dealing with a Sagittarius or what have you. Sagittarius, Gemini, Aquarius. And so now you're realizing what you want and what you don't want, and setting those boundaries so that you won't go through it again. Because I really feel like your setback had something to do with what you needed to see fully before moving forward. All right, that was Virgo. What do you have for Taurus? Eight of Cups. What do you have for Taurus? Five of Cups. What do you have? Y'all must be dealing with a fire sign. What do you have for Five of Cups? What do you have for Taurus, honey? Queen of Swords. All right. So there may be a Pisces, Scorpio, or Queen of Swords is Libra. Okay. So the Eight of Cups, you went ahead and withdrew from a situation, or you just, let me get into it. All right. You're in a space where you had to leave a situation that wasn't going nowhere. It wasn't fulfilling, so now you want more. There has to be more than what it is that you are dealt here. You may have went into a space where first you pull back mentally, then you pull back financially. Now you're pulling back emotionally, and you're finally at your wit's end. You've apologized to everyone, you've forgiven everyone. Now it's time for you to move forward, and that is what you are doing. There may be some type of disappointment in how you did it, and maybe even people are trying to guilt trip you here with this Five of Cups. What I'm saying here is that taking this tool, because you got all these cups over here, this 8 and this 5, you want to be very logical and not in your feelings when it comes to focusing on the negative aspects of dwelling on. You walked away. All right, we're going to keep this, that is y'all. Hold on, because if it's somebody else, just say that. you walked away and then you probably had some kind of regret. Someone may have sent you something, or you may have seen something on social media, and it's like, damn, man, I shouldn't even did that. Like, no, you did it for the right reason. You just got to be logical about it, because see, you all up in your feelings, all up in your sacral. Get out of it. Okay. Now, you try not to feel cold about the situation, but you need to do what it is that you need to here, because I feel like there may be some kind of memories. I think these are memories, right? Body, cellular memories. You're going to have to work on changing that around, declaring and affirming the opposite of, because I really feel that if you sit in regret, if you wallow in sorrow, sit in regret, wallow in sorrow, sit in okay, so calm down. You're sitting in this pessimistic energy, and then you realize that no, I need to know this is what needs. Just make sure that you're not bitter with your communication. You're not bitter with your feelings. You're not bitter with your thoughts, because what's going to happen is you're going to shoot darts at that person. You're not trying to, or that situation, right? So you want to be mindful of that, because what I'm saying, what you're shooting out there could possibly come back in a way, especially when you're feeling like this. Like when you're feeling like this, you probably don't need to think about nobody, and stop thinking about the problems if you ain't thinking of the solutions. You see what I mean? Now, you move into this Queen of Swords energy, or maybe you are dealing with the Queen of Swords, but you are back and forth with yourself and trying to make things happen. Here it is, illumination of truth. You finally make a choice. Build up the courage, the stamina. You're more optimistic. You're more into you begin to look at your life, and what does your life look like on the outside when you walk away, right? Because you already had a plan with this Eight of Cups. The Five of Cups is you going back on your plan. The Queen of Swords is like, now let me get to my plan. The Sun, now I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. It's right there. So this is success, successful writing, success at not allowing things to get you down. Some of you may even be in a space where you are remembering the beauty of life. You are remembering that the sun gonna shine. The sun is gonna shine. You're not gonna stop the sun from shining. If he want to come out and shine, I think it is a boy. Because see, boys be playing too much. Because the sun ain't supposed to be that damn hot in the summer. Move forward. But there's an opportunity that will present itself. Yeah. And you're going to have this long-term view, Seven of Pentacles. You're looking at what will pay off and what won't, and you're going to move toward it here. There may even be a job offer. I feel as though some of you may even get an internship that you've been working on. I feel that somebody opening up a club as well. But they want you to not be too much of a workaholic. This Seven of Pentacles is actually the Taurus card. But it's saying that, you want what you want. You have the tools necessary to get what you want. You've already made some things happen. What's the next thing that you are willing to work on so that you can move into that Eight of Pentacles and get into your focused energy, right? So what I'm seeing here is that whatever it is going to happen with, like, whatever the results are that you want is going to be happening either for your long term. It may be in another year. So that means that you are working toward it, and you will see reap the rewards of it within the next 9 to 12 months, right? Depends on how you move, baby. Yeah. And I feel as though you're learning. You're signing contracts. Some of you may even be in construction, or something about driving trucks, owning a fleet of trucks or what have you. But what I feel with this Three of Pentacles is that you are learning to work with people and not expect as much as you used to. Just sitting down with the fine details, and this is what we're doing. Everything is black and white. There's no gray area, because you're not trying to get fucked over like you did in the past. That's it. Now let's get to Capricorn. What information do you have for Capricorn? Capricorn is at a standstill. What information do you have? Some of you may have a bat as your spirit animal, or maybe even, there may be your totem animal. All right. Hangman, the Tower, and the Page of Pentacles. This Hangman is, you've been brought to a standstill. Here, I feel like you're being brought to a standstill because you know that something is about to happen. Excuse me. Either you know something is about to happen, or someone gives you insight about something that's about to happen. It is huge. here. So just, maybe I'm telling you. Prepare for the worst and work toward the best, right? So you are stepping back. You're in this space where you can't make no move. Possibly things aren't running or moving the way that you would want them to or like them to. Remember, everything has an ebb and flow. You have to know what period of your cycles you are in, because we all have certain things that we go through. If you look at your life yearly, there are certain patterns that we go through at certain times of the year. It stems all the way back to when we were younger, right? And depending on what it is that you are going through at these certain times in your life, these certain cyclic periods, the 52 days, right? These certain cyclic periods, your growth is determined by how much you have worked on yourself in the past and those things that are connected to that energy of that cycle. So this is you going back. Someone is making a sacrifice for the atonement of the community. Ace of Cups. Yeah, someone is taking some time back to recognize that there is a such thing as true love. There is a such thing as someone found out that they are taken aback because they didn't know that they were, they thought they were sterile. They didn't think they could make babies. Somebody got pregnant right there. Somebody handed them a little sperm. Now, but I'm seeing where you may even be taken aback by your psychic abilities or the person or someone near you. Yeah, there's a marriage, there's a connection. Someone wants to have a relationship here, but they're taken aback by that. They don't know if they really want this. They want to unite with someone. They want to unite with someone that's possibly a successful person. Nobody but y'all, Capricorn motherfucking A's. Right? Y'all be like, shit, if I'm going to be on a level, they got to be on the level. If I'm going to be on the level, they got to be on the level. Okay. So, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This may even be the birth of new ideas, new emotional, this is emotional awareness that's going to lead to working on more on your emotional intelligence here. Damn. 7 of Cups, 4 of Cups. So you may even you may be making an offer here in this Hangman, the Tower, and the Page of Pentacles, right? So you may be making some type of offer here. And the person that you are making an offer to, the person that you may want to marry, the person that you may see yourself with, this is a blended family as well, or a new addition to a family here, a celebration. What that 4 of Cups was happening is someone wants to make an offer, the other person don't want it. It's like it's too little, too late type shit. And that's going to be like a huge revelation that is going to be groundbreaking, right? This may even cause an argument. Somebody's having a pissing contest as well. But what I'm getting here is that there is someone in this 4 of Cups. You got a lot of emotions. Y'all okay out there? Capricorn, y'all okay? Child, these cups. You got this Page of Pentacles, so you're trying to figure out how to rebuild yourself or rebuild the whatever it is that came in and needs to be rebuilt, right? The tearing down in order to rebuild, right? The structural restructuring of the system. So this is a new beginning here. And this has happened before, but now it's happening in a different way. You have a different view, but they want you to not be in this space of apathy. They want you to not be in this space of like daydreaming with illusions and thinking that it can go all these other ways. Again, look at your cycles, look at your patterns of behavior, look at your incomes and outcomes, you see. Because with this 7 of Cups, someone is not seeing the truth in a situation. Like, this is not going to happen if there's no change, right? And someone doesn't know. They're not taking. They thinking that this tower ain't happened. Like, if there was an upheaval, some kind of chaos, argument, someone found out that someone was doing something to try to break down their home, take from them, or what have you, and the other person is like, no, that ain't what happened. No, that ain't what happened. I'm gonna manifest this shit, but they in a child space. In that child space, they don't see that. In that child or youthful mental space, when it comes to working on things, someone keeps going through a recurring pattern that they are failing to see. Like, that's not going to work. You are very stubborn. You're stubborn. Stop it. Stop. Right? See what I mean? Look at them trees. Don't that tree look like, this one look like a face. It look like 3 faces to me. But this tree is wavering, right? This tree is unmoved. You the unmoved tree. Someone trying to waver you was trying to wait. This is in the past. Someone tried to waver you to see things for what they were. They probably reflected your dark side or your shadow side. You refused to see it. Yep, and it came to an end. Now there's new beginnings coming in. So there's an opportunity to gain more wealth. Even with that Page of Pentacles here, there's an opportunity to gain more wealth. But you're gonna need to take your time and do what works and let go of what didn't work. Right. So whatever didn't work, like whoever this is that is stubborn in this energy, though, they doing what worked, but they're not changing with the times. You can do what worked, but then it's like sending emails. Back in the day, we had to sit and send emails, do CCs and BCCs. Now you can automate your emails to where them bitches just go. You can just schedule them and they just go to everybody on the list, right? So someone needs to catch up with the times, while the other, like between you and someone else, possibly one person is catching up with the times, the other person is stuck in their ways. But overall, this is the world. There's time for change. This is a time for expansion. This is a beautiful time to develop a skill so that you can use it in the future, right? I also feel like school may be important. Working out was going to be important. And I really feel like working out is going to be important to get out of this energy of feeling like, well, if it's already fucked up, let me fuck it up some more. No, I feel like some of you need to move it. Move the energy. All right, I love y'all, Bessie. I've been on here too long, honey. Wait.